Joe Dumars, tight-lipped on Zion Williamson's future, won't go into those conversations. Joe Dumars inevitably had to answer questions involving Zion Williamson, the New Orleans Pelicans franchise cornerstone. Dumars, who the team named Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations, faced reporters for the first time since the announcement. The NBA legend smiled when the first question about Williamson came up. Dumars had this to say when asked about his plans for the former All-Star. The Detroit Pistons icon worked as the NBA's head of basketball operations before taking over the job left behind by the dismissed David Griffin. Part of his job in the league office was player discipline, an area where he likely had dealings with Williamson. The number 1 pick of the 2019 draft was suspended for 1 game last season after missing a team flight, an incident that Dumars likely knew about. Joe Dumars was non-committal about what he plans to do as the man who will run basketball operations with the Pelicans. He did not say much about Coach Willie Green, who he called a great man. Dumars did not also dwell much on Zion Williamson, the oft-injured big man who could be generational. Zion Williamson played only 30 games last season due to a combination of injuries. Several of the New Orleans Pelicans starters also dealt with injuries that played a key role in another disappointing season for the team. Trey Murphy III, C.J. McCollum, Herb Jones, DeJounte Murray and Yves Missy finished the season on the injury report. Joe Dumars addressed this concern in his press conference. Injuries seem to be the only factor holding back the New Orleans Pelicans from making a noise in the Western Conference. If Zion Williamson and the starters can play at least 60 games each, they could make a run for at least the play-in tournament next season. Joe Dumars vowed to be on top of that issue since assuming his new role with the Pelicans. Michael Macasero brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to his coverage of basketball at Sportskeeda with over 18 years of diverse work experience. This includes stints at Convergys, Interpace, and Run Repeat. Michael's background in English and journalism has provided him with the analytical skills and precision necessary for creating content, and he is a lifelong fan of the Boston Celtics. His favorite players include legends like Larry Bird and Michael Jordan, modern stars like Tim Duncan and Nikola Jokic, as well as emerging talent like Victor Wembanyama. Michael respects Greg Popovich, despite his contentious demeanor in interviews, and recognizes Popovich's genius in adapting his coaching style to maximize the talent on his roster over the years. Michael eagerly anticipates seeing how Popovich will structure the offense around emerging talent like Victor Wembanyama. Understanding the story and details is crucial to Michael's reporting philosophy, and he believes overlooking details, particularly when pressed for time, can lead to misunderstandings and inaccurate conclusions. Aside from work, Michael's children are his hobbies, and he also likes to go running, swimming, and weightlifting.